What a beautiful day to begin with. Thank you so much for being with us, and I hope you are excited with the second season kicking off tomorrow. We are going to review today the first season, or the quick recap of the first season, Chacha Vidhayak Hain Humare. The story starts with Ronny, who is carefree and doesn't pay heed to his father's advice of embracing his responsibilities, because Ronny has a sister who is already growing up and a mother to take care of him, and a father who is getting old and insecure about his job, since he has done some kind of accountability or did something that will hurt his position, and you will figure it out in the first season what he did, that he has to be suspended from his job. That's why he's more concerned about Ronny embracing all the responsibilities and get a job as early as possible, whereas Ronny is always busy making lame excuses and telling his father that this time he is taking an exam to be a banker and he is preparing for it. But instead of reading about the books, he is always reading Avantika, who is always calling him for the things that she really needs support or help. He is always there to help her, whether from her sari to the train ticket for her mother, or even getting her married to another guy. It's always in his fate to say no to her. So what happens is, as he comes back from Delhi, his friend Kranti and Anwar is there waiting for him. They are two different poles, but they are united when Ronny is there, because that's how their life is, and they are enjoying every bit of it is. So what happens, these buddies are always there whatever happens, whether there is a clash of him with the local inspector Singham, who has been in that area for the past 10 years, and he's very notorious or famous for being very stern and same like what you see in Singham movie. So there is a guy who comes to him and asking that my motorbike has been taken by this inspector. And the bad thing in our society is sometimes it happens that if we say something, it reaches from one place to another place like a wildfire. So it happens, and now Singham is waiting for Ronny, and that happens, and his friends are there, and after that what happens, you will see it. Will he be able to slap Singham or not, and what the price he has to pay, you will see that. After this, there is another scandal that he is in again, because whatever wrong things happens, Ronny is the focal point of that. So there is a guy who needs admission, and he has given them almost like 200,000, and the guy who is a middleman ran with 150,000 rupees, and thus Ronny is under huge debt to him. And you will enjoy what the story is all about and what happens and how he will figure it out. The huge money where he is not earning a single penny. So what he has to do is, he has to sell his father car without making him realize that he has sold his car. And definitely he is saying that there is a guy who is willing to pay around 8,000 to 10,000. So every month we will have this amount. So at least we will rent this car out. And it's only Ronny who knows it, but at least he is very sincere with the things that he does, and he pays money back to the guy. One after another, Ronny is again in a problem, and this time he is supporting the guys at the university who has a clash with vice chancellor, and this time it's beyond his capacity, and that came in the news as well. And his father is more concerned about the things that he is doing, whereas it's not his cup of tea to embrace all these challenges, being only the boy in the house. And all these things are only handled when Ronny says that his father brother is MLA, like he's in a legislative assembly, a member of a legislative assembly, and he says that he is the nephew. So all his friends, they always give him importance because his uncle is MLA. And at the end of the first season, you could see that Avantika, who has been talking most of the time to Ronny, finally goes back to her previous lover and giving him a lesson that even if you are earning anything like 8,000 to 10,000, at least you bear responsibilities, and any parents could say yes to a relation if you have a job. So Ronnie is heartbroken because since he has no job, and suddenly another shock comes when he faces the situation that his father is also seeking a job at the same place where he is also going to get the job. So heartbroken and also in a problem because now her parents went to the police station and lodge an FIR that Ronnie has eloped with our daughter, and MLA, because he is your nephew, kindly bring him back. So this is the only time that they will confront the MLA and find out what the situation is, since all his lies will unfold in the first season, and you will really enjoy what happens at the end of the season. You could see that MLA is talking to him about his tactics that he has been using. And he says that I will okay, and he said that okay, let's do an amicable settlement, that you will be the youth representative and you can drive more youth, means more votes. And this is what we see in the first season. What to expect in the second season? In the second season, I think his lies will more be unfolded to his parent, especially Car, and now he's getting a job. He can at least be a breadwinner in the family, and he can support his family, because his father is more concerned because his job is insecure right now because of his honesty. That happens in our society, and the things will happen like if there is a person who is in the field, there is definitely a contender. So MLA will have a contender right very next to him, and this time you will see that Kranti and Anwar, they will also play a very crucial role in helping Ronnie to tackle all these odds that he has in the second season. And moreover, Avantika is back. Do you think Avantika will come back to Ronnie, or she will be with her boyfriend who was at one time neglected and rejected the relationship in front of MLA because he was so insecure about the relationship, and especially the threat that he got. And another thing is the other characters has to become, because I believe that if the story will revolve around these characters, definitely people will get bored with it, and they will definitely have come up with something new and exciting. I hope you will really enjoy this season and give thumbs up, and kindly like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon for more notifications, and keep watching the second season. Take care of yourself and take care of your loved ones, and always give pay heed to whoever gives you a piece of advice. It's best for you, and especially your life is not about you, it's associated with the people around you. That's what his life is. Ronnie is associated with his friends, his buddies, but he has to think about his parents, his family, his sister, and everything. So embrace your responsibilities. Sooner or later you have to buy the grocery by yourself instead of always relying on your parents. So you have to go and get the flour by yourself, like Ronnie. Take care of yourself, and bye bye.